Hello, hello, everyone. Live from Archer Temple in Puerto Vallarta. Beloved family, welcome to Merkaba Temple Online. Take a breath with us as we arrive together. Deep breath in and release. Whether you are here every week or joining us for the very first time, you matter. Your presence contributes to this field. Merkaba Temple is an interspiritual sanctuary. You are welcome here whether you walk with Christ, Krishna, Buddha, Shiva, the Divine Mother, the Mother Earth, your ancestors, or simply the quiet intelligence within your own heart. What matters here is not belief, not dogma, and not labels. What matters is the integrity of your attention and the sincerity of your presence. So as we begin today, we invite you into a posture the world rarely asks of you. Not consumption, not urgency, not performance, but presence.
Yes, welcome, and I invite you to softly arrive. Allow your shoulders to drop, unclench your jaw, allow your spirit to land. This is a place where we practice the things our culture forgets to honor: wholeness, devotion, sovereignty, and the kind of love that you can actually hold a life within.
So thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to show up for yourself, for each other, and for the temple that we are all building together. Before we begin, here's what's rising in the temple. So these aren't just events, they're doorways, real invitations into transformation for your body, your relationships, your leadership, and your inner life. First, if you have been feeling the call to step away from the noise and immerse yourself into the real work, start planning your summer of transformation now.
And let's take a moment to honor the men who have courageously stepped into our March 9th through 15th signature group immersion. We see you, we celebrate you, and we cannot wait to welcome you home. The March container is now officially closed. The field is set, and the work has begun.
And if you felt the pull to join us, but the timing wasn't aligned for you for March, our next signature group immersion is the summer solstice, June 8th through 14th. It's a week of practice, recalibration, identity reorganization, deep relational work, ceremony after ceremony, and clarity. So if your system is asking for a reset, you can explore the immersion and schedule a complimentary planning call with us at archershaw.guru/book online.
And for those who feel called into something more intimate, we are booking private one-on-one immersions and couples immersions for this summer. They are customized, deeply personal, and held here between mountains and sea in beautiful Puerto Vallarta. These immersions are for individuals and couples who are at a threshold and ready for a breakthrough. Not a vacation, but a transformation. So if you feel that pull, the door is open.
We'd also like to take a minute to highlight our Archershaw Temple website, archershaw.guru. You can see our YouTube videos, listen to our podcast, read articles and teachings on the blog, explore our offerings, and learn more about the work that Aeon and I do with leaders, visionary seekers, individuals, and couples. archershaw.guru.
And now for our offering moment. Family, if this temple nourishes you, if these teachings support your growth, if being here brings you back to your center, we invite you, as always, to give from alignment, not obligation. Your offerings support the weekly temple broadcasts, our community spaces, scholarships for retreats, and the ceremonies we hold throughout the year. Please take out your phone, open Venmo, and you can type in @Merkaba Temple and offer what works, what's best for you. You can also donate through merkabatemple.com/donate. We invite you to give from truth, give from coherence, give because you value what is being built here.
Thank you.
Now, let's take a deep breath and formally open the energetic gateway of today's service with the Adi mantra. The Adi mantra is the mantra of opening. It's a bow, a softening, a returning. It anchors us into humility and into the recognition that the true teacher is not outside of us, but within us and all around us. Its essence is simple. I bow to the infinite wisdom, the Guru who lives in me, the Guru who lives in you, and the Guru who guides this entire path. As we chant it, let it awaken the remembrance that Guru is already here, in your breath, in your body and in your awareness, in every step you take on this journey. We take 3 deep breaths, and on the 4th breath, we sing Om Namo Gurudev Namo together 3 times. If you know it, join us. And if you're just now learning it, feel free to listen and join in when you feel comfortable. Here we go. We're rubbing our hands together, activating the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Pausing, bringing the thumbs to the sternum, taking a deep breath in and release. And another deep breath in and release. Deep breath in and release. Receive the breath to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Divine light, in us, through us, and all around us, we arrive today with open hearts, steady breath, and a sincere desire to meet truth as it is. We call upon the divine intelligence that has guided humanity through every age and every tradition. Christ light, Shiva consciousness, Buddha mind, the wisdom of Krishna, the compassion of the Mother, and the strength of our ancestors, and the quiet, wordless knowing that lives in the center of our own chest. May all of these rivers meet here. Clear the noise within us, calm the places that brace, and soften the patterns that keep us asleep. Make us available to awareness, to humility, to presence, and the kind of love that carries weight. Let this hour become a sanctuary, not because of what we believe, but because of how deeply we are willing to be here. May our intentions be clean, may our attention be sincere, and may our presence be real. And as we enter today's teaching, may we remember that every kept promise, every moment of follow-through, every act of care in the small things is an offering to the sacred living quietly inside one another. Let this temple be guided. Let every heart be held. Let truth find us. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Guru Om. Amen.
Amen.
Aho.
Aho.
Ashe.
Ashe.
And so it is.
So it is.
Christopher will now lead us in today's mantra.
Oh, today is a good one, everyone. Before we move into today's teaching, let's bring our hearts and our breath into alignment with a mantra that embodies the essence of conscientious love. Our mantra today is Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. And what it means is, may all beings be happy and free, and may our thoughts, our words, and our actions contribute to the happiness and that freedom. It's a mantra of care in motion, a mantra of love with responsibility, a mantra that turns good intentions into lived impact. It perfectly matches today's teaching because conscientiousness is not just how we feel, it's how we show up. Here we go. The words can be found in the chat.
Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. 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 Loka 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 samasta 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 sukhino 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 bhavantu bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino.
Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.
Love that one. Love that one. So let's let the final vibration of that mantra settle into our chest, into our breath, and into the quiet space behind our thoughts. And from this softened place, from this place where our intentions have purified and our hearts have been opened, we turn now to the words of Guru. These transmissions are not doctrine, they are reminders of the truth already living within us, beneath the noise, beneath the roles, and beneath the fear. So stay soft, stay present, and let the words land where they need to land. Jacob will now read this week's channel transmission from Guru Nityananda of Ganeshpuri. Jacob, let me find you real quick. Here's Jacob. Okay, Jacob, there you go.
Thank you, brothers. Children, listen. You suffer not because you do not love, but because your love is scattered. You speak truth with your lips, but you forget truth with your actions. And it is your actions that teach the world who you are. Understand this. A pure heart becomes known by its follow-through, not by its intentions, not by its emotions, but what is willing to return to again and again. Just as the sun rises without forgetting its place, just as the river keeps its promise to flow, you too were made to live in the rhythm of reliability. Not perfection, reliability. When your word becomes clean, your life becomes clear. When your actions match your inner knowing, your mind becomes peaceful. Integrity is not a moral performance. It is a natural state of being who remembers who they are. Hear me. You are not here to be impressive. You are here to be true. When you do what you say, you come into harmony with the universe itself. When you repair what you have broken, you become safe for your own heart. When you walk the small steps of devotion, the path opens beneath your feet. Let this be your practice. Say less, mean more. Follow through. Return to what you promised. Return to what matters. Return to the truth that is already living inside you. Children, when you live this way, you become a sanctuary for others. Not because you shine brightly, but because you stand steadily. The world does not need your performance. It needs your presence, your humility, your reliability, your clean attention. This is holiness. This is strength. This is love made real. Remember, Om Guru Om, Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
Thank you, Jacob. Jai Guru. Let us take one more breath together. Deep inhale and exhale as we let Guru's words settle into our bodies. From this place, we move now into song. Roy will lead us in today's musical offerings. So excited.
Hey there, everybody. Sometimes I feel the fear of uncertainty stinging clear, and I can't help but ask myself how much I'll let the fear take the wheel and steer. It's driven me before, and it seems to have a vague, haunting mass appeal. Lately, I'm beginning to find that I should be the one behind the wheel. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there with open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there. So if I decide to waver my chance to be one of the hive, will I choose water over wine and hold my own and drive? It's driven me before, and it seems to be the way that everyone else gets around. Lately, I'm beginning to find that I drive myself, my light is found. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there with open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there. Would you choose water over wine? hold the wheel and drive. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there with open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there. Do 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 do. Tomorrow.
Thank you, Roy. That was awesome.
Taking me back.
I know. All right, everyone. Every week in this temple, we return to one simple truth. Transformation doesn't happen in the extraordinary moments. It happens in the ordinary ones, the ones we choose with intention, with presence, and with love. And today's teaching is an invitation into that kind of life. The kind of life where our care becomes action, where our word carries weight, and where the sacred shows itself through the way we show up for one another. It is my honor to welcome my beloved, my partner in this and many lives, in leadership and in service, Aeon, who will guide us into today's teaching entitled Conscientiousness, Love with Follow-Through.
Not one of the easiest words to say. All right. Super excited. Beloved family, I would like for you to close your eyes for a moment. Taking a deep breath in. Creating a little bit of space inside yourself. Now think of someone in your life whose word you completely trust. Doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be a parent, a teacher, a mentor, or a friend. But think of them. Someone whose yes meant yes. Someone who said they'd be there, and they were. Someone who showed up not just with warmth, but with follow-through. Now, I would like you to notice what happens in your body when you think of this person. There is a softening, isn't there? A relaxation. Something inside of you that stops bracing. That feeling, that settling, is what it means to feel safe inside of a relationship. Now open your eyes. Now I would like to ask you a different question. And ask yourself this question. Am I that person to someone else? That is what today's teaching is about. The word is conscientiousness. And I know it's a long word, not that easy to spell from memory, and it doesn't really roll off the tongue very easily. But that's almost fitting, because the thing it describes isn't always easy either. Conscientiousness is love with follow-through. Not love that is just a feeling, it's love in action. It's love as discipline. It's love that shows up on Tuesday, not just on Sundays. Now, here's what I would like for you to understand, because this is where people get confused. Conscientiousness is not a personality type. It's not something you either have or you don't. It's not a trait you were born with or born without. It is a practice. It is a path. It is a way of moving through the world that can be cultivated, the same way you cultivate any spiritual virtue. Devotion, humility, presence, integrity. These are not fixed traits, they are practices. And conscientiousness belongs in that same lineage. It is the practice of treating people's hearts as sacred. Let me say that one more time, because conscientiousness is the practice of treating other people's hearts as sacred. It means I will not be casual with you. I will not treat my word as disposable. I will not let distraction, impulse, or forgetfulness become a reoccurring source of pain in your life. That is not just a relationship skill, that is a spiritual commitment. We are living in an age of beautiful intentions and catastrophic follow-through. People care genuinely. People love genuinely. But we are also overstimulated, overcommitted, and under-rested. And somewhere between the intention and the action, things oftentimes fall away. The text that doesn't get returned, the plan that keeps getting pushed, the I meant to, or I've just been so busy, the apology with no change behind it. And here is what I would like for you to hear, because this is the part that rarely gets said. Most relationships don't end because of one great betrayal. They end because of 1,000 small abandonments. 1,000 small moments where someone's heart reached out and was met with silence, or vagueness, or forgetfulness. And after a while, the heart just simply stops reaching. It doesn't make a dramatic announcement. It doesn't issue a warning. It just quietly closes. And then one day someone says, I feel alone with you. And the other person is devastated because they were trying. They were present some of the time. They had good intentions all of the time, but they were not conscientious. And that gap between intention and follow-through had been quietly accumulating, a deposit of distance, a debt the heart was carrying alone. This is the world we live in, and it is starving, not for more love, but for more conscientious love. Love that acts, love that tracks, love that returns, and love that is reliable. Now, I would like to take this a few steps deeper, because I believe, and I mean this, that in the world we are living in right now, conscientiousness is a form of holiness. Not holiness as performance, not holiness as piety. Holiness is the lived reverence for what is sacred. And what is more sacred than the human heart that trusted you enough to open to you? The mystics across traditions tell us the same thing, that the way we treat each other is the way we treat the divine. That the sacred is not separate from the ordinary. It is woven through it. It lives in the kept promise, in the phone call you made because you said you would, in the conversation you returned to even when it was hard, in the repair you initiated even when you could have let it slide. Every act of follow-through is an act of reverence. Every time you say, I will, and you do, you are weaving more trust into the fabric of someone else's life. And trust, beloved, is a temple. It is not built in grand gestures. It is built brick by brick, kept word by kept word, and it's return call by return call. Small acts of reliability built upon small acts of reliability. Now hear me on this, because this is where the mirror turns back toward us. You cannot build that kind of trust if you are not yet living with that kind of intention. So the question is not, does anyone in my life follow through for me? The question is, am I someone who follows through? Not perfectly, not without error, but honestly. And when I fall short, do I repair or do I ignore it? Because here's the truth. The conscientious person knows you don't have to be perfect. You have to be repairable. The measure of integrity is not that you never drop the ball. It is what you do when you do drop it. Do you acknowledge it? Do you go back? Do you say, I see what I did, I understand how it landed, and I'm sorry. Here is what I'll do differently. That is not weakness. That is the architecture of trustworthiness. That is love that knows how to come home. So, how do we walk this path? Not with more frameworks, not with more systems, but with one commitment. It's very simple. Let your yes mean yes. That's it. Let your yes mean yes. And when it can't, communicate, renegotiate cleanly, repair quickly, return fully. In practice, that looks like this. Instead of I'll call you, you say, I can call between 7 and 8. If that changes, I'll text you by 6. That is not control, that is care. Instead of we should hang sometime, you say, I miss you. Does Thursday or Saturday work? I'll lock it in. That is not pressure. That is love made specific. And instead of I'm fine, let's move on, you say, I need a moment to regulate. I want to come back to this a little later when I'm able to be present for this conversation. That is not avoidance. That is conscientiousness in the middle of a conflict. These are small things, specific things, real things. And this is how the temple of trust gets built. Not with one extraordinary moment, but with 1,000 ordinary moments of follow through. So I'd like to close by returning to where we began. That person you thought of in the beginning of this sermon, the one whose words you could trust, the one in whose presence you felt safe. Someone needs to be that person for the people in your life. Not the perfect person, but the real person, the responsible person, the repairable person. The one who, when they say, I'm here, is actually here. And you can be that person. Not because you perform it, but because you choose it again and again, in the small things, in those ordinary moments, in the Tuesday commitments that no one applauds. That is the holy life. Not the dramatic one, but the conscientious one. So I invite you to put a hand on your heart. Take a deep breath in with me. And in that quiet, let yourself sit with just 3 questions. No pressure to answer out loud. Just let them move through you. Where am I asking for grace from others, but not yet changing my own patterns? What promise do I need to keep or cleanly renegotiate? Who do I need to repair with without defending myself? Conscientiousness is love with follow through. And may we become people whose love follows through. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Guru Om, Amen, Aho, Ashe, and so it is. Christopher will now lead us in today's guided meditation to embody this teaching. Thank you.
Thank you. That was so beautiful. Okay, everyone, wherever you are, let's begin by closing your eyes if that feels comfortable, letting your hands rest gently on your thighs or over your heart, letting your spine lengthen, and letting your breath begin to deepen. Taking a breath in, and imagine that you are breathing downward into the belly, into the hips, and into the ground beneath you. Letting your body know that it is safe to arrive. Now take another slow breath in. And on the exhale, letting the shoulders melt, the jaw soften, the heart unclench just a little more. You don't have to do anything here. You don't have to perform anything here. You don't have to be impressive here. Just be here. Now bring your attention gently to the center of your chest. Imagine a small flame there, steady, quiet, and unforced. This flame represents your presence, your integrity, your follow-through, your capacity to return to what matters. Not perfectly, but steadily. Let that flame grow just slightly brighter, just enough for you to feel its warmth from within. Now place one hand on your heart and feel your chest rise into your palm. And ask quietly inside yourself, where in my life am I ready to show up more cleanly? Not with pressure, not with shame, just with truth. There might be one relationship that comes to mind, one promise, one conversation, one place where you know your presence wants to become more sincere, more reliable, and more aligned. Let that person or that moment come into view. And without judgment, just breathe with it. Now imagine that with every inhale, your awareness is softening toward that place. And with every exhale, your defenses are melting. Presence before action, softening before strategy, truth before fixing. Now gently ask yourself, what does love look like in action here? It might be a phone call, a repair, a smaller promise, a clearer boundary, a return to something you've avoided, or simply showing up with clean attention, letting the answers rise without forcing them. Now imagine yourself taking that action. See yourself following through, and feel how your body responds when your inner truth and outer action align. This is the nervous system of integrity. This is what it feels like to be congruent. Now breathe into your heart again, and let this simple affirmation echo inside you. I can return. I can repair. I can show up cleanly. Repeat it silently once more. I can return. I can repair. I can show up cleanly. Feel the weight of your own reliability settling into your body. Feel the sturdiness of being someone who can be trusted by others, and by your own heart. Now bring your awareness back into the flame at the center of your chest. See it steady, real, and grounded. This is your anchor. This is the part of you that knows how to follow through. This is the part of you that walks the path without performance. Take one more breath into that flame and let it expand just enough to fill your whole chest. And as we close, place both hands over your heart, the right hand over the left, and whisper, "May my love become action. May my presence become sanctuary. And may my integrity become my offering." Let that land. Let that become your next right step. Let that become the way you carry yourself this week. Deep breath in. Wiggling your fingers and toes. When you are ready, opening your eyes and coming back to this place.
It was beautiful. Right, family, before we close, I would like to speak plainly and with love about the reality of this temple. This space exists because we choose to sustain it. There's no institution behind us, no silent benefactor, no external structure holding the weight. It is us, this community of people who value truth, coherence, devotion, and clean leadership, and who understand that what we build together must be supported together. So let's take a breath into that. If this temple steadies you, if it helps you think clearly, if it softens your heart, grounds your nervous system, clarifies your leadership, or brings you closer to who you actually are, then supporting us is not charity, it is alignment. It is participation in the very field that nourishes you. It is reciprocity. It is sovereignty expressed in responsibility. So I want to invite you right now to give from the same coherence we've been practicing all morning together. Take out your phone, open Venmo, and you can find us once again at Merkaba Temple, or you can donate online at merkabatemple.com/donate. Give what feels clean, give what feels honest, and give from gratitude, from alignment, from the intention to keep this space strong. The amount doesn't matter as much as the exchange. The recognition that this temple is not a live stream, it is a living, breathing sanctuary that exists because all of us hold it together. So thank you for giving. Thank you for honoring the work we are doing together. Thank you for keeping this temple steady in a world that desperately needs steadiness. We feel you, we appreciate you, and we build this with you.
Thank you, beloved family, truly. Let us close with prayer. Divine light in us, through us, and as us. We offer the sincerity of this hour back to you. May everything we receive today settle into the places that need it the most. May it soften what was hard, steady what was shaky, and awaken what was waiting to be remembered. Today we touch the truth that holiness is not found in grand moments, but in the small, ordinary acts of love we choose again and again. So may our follow-through become our devotion, and may our integrity become our offering, and may our presence become a sanctuary for ourselves, for each other, and for the world. Where repair is needed, give us the humility to return. Where clarity is needed, give us the courage to speak truth. And where love is needed, make our actions equal to our intentions. May we walk this week with clean attention, steady breath, and a heart aligned to what is real. Bless every person here with protection, with clarity, with strength, and with the deep knowing that they are carried. We give thanks for this temple, for this community, and for the unseen forces that guide us, divine light, Guru, Shiva, the Earth Mother, the ancestors, and the silent wisdom within. May all beings be happy and free, and may we all emanate unfettered joy, baby. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Guru Om, Amen, Aho, Ashe, and so it is.
And as we do every week, let us seal today's service by singing the Longtime Sun and Sat Nam. The words can be found in the chat. Long-time sun, shine upon you. All love surround you, and a pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. May a long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. May a long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Satnam, everybody.
Hands together.
Truth is our identity.
One more time.
Falsetto, baby. Satnam, everybody.
Satnam. Truth is our identity.
Om Namah Shivaya.
I love that. Thank you guys for being here with us today. And gals, we thank you for your presence, your breath, and the sincerity you brought today into this temple. A deep gratitude for our Horizon Council, Roy, Jacob, Persay, for holding this field with such steadiness, devotion, and integrity each week. Your service strengthens this temple, more than you know. And as we close, you're warmly invited to stick around for fellowship if you're able to connect with us, share a little bit, be together in the afterglow of what opened today. And if you need to go, know that you remain connected to this temple, to our community, and to the living current that moves through all of us.
So, walk in light, walk in love, and remember, we are all one. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Guru Om, Amen, Aho, Ashe, and so it is. And for per se, and so it shall be, for per se energy.
There we go. There we go. All right. Give me one moment to just set things up for fellowship.